Ahoy, mateys. I got sidetracked looking at a couple things on the phone. Lost track of time. Welcome aboard. If you're catching this on the replay, thank you for being aboard. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Um, yeah, what I was looking at was something called Fan. I don't know. It's supposed to be an alternative to YouTube. I don't know. I don't believe everything I see on the internet. Oh, Kyle, Sue are here. Welcome aboard. And we got William. Troy, Grand Marais, he's here. Where's your giraffe? It's in the content. I think Mark might be here. He'll tell you. He'll tell you what a giraffe means. Who left the oven on 2000? Carol, welcome aboard. Yep, Mark is here. Mark, can you tell Diane what giraffe means in Britain? We're having a giraffe. We'll have a cuppa and a giraffe. Oh, you'll be all right, Carol. You didn't make spotted dicks. Bummer. There we are. It's Jim Foster's birthday. And Jim and Sonia with Jay are both here. I think it's fantastic. Hot foot. Phil Leo is here. Okay, I'm not going to quit my day job, but happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jim Foster. Happy birthday to you. Let us shove off. That's right. Liver and onions. Yep, great. Fantastic. Yeah, we're a giraffe is having a laugh. Thank you, Mark. I did not know that until this morning. I was actually trying to prove something different to myself. I was kind of picking on one of our fellow chat hosts, if you will. That's the best thing to call Ron. He's a chat host. I mean, every now and then he does have some video, but mostly it's those chats that pop up. Anyway, so Diane and I were talking about that he was calling a discussion of issues a confab, but he was spelling it conflab. And I'm like, well, no, it's confab. It's confab. Well, I thought, before you speak too much, you better look it up. Yeah, he's a conflabulator. That's a good one. I like that. Before I talk out of turn, get your facts. So sure enough, I looked up confab, and I'm like, yes, I'm right. It's confab. Ron's wrong. Turns out, no, he's not wrong. It is known also as conflab, but that's the British speak, if you will. It's slang. British slang for confab is conflab. And yes, it can also mean fat convicts. And there was another meaning for it too, and I can't think what it is. Can't tell chicken about anything. So then we got to laughing that, the company Babbel. Maybe they could come out with a program to teach us how to speak Gaelic with a Texas drawl. Ron, if you're listening, don't get mad. We're having fun at your expense. Ah, Traveling Nate Dogs here. Welcome aboard. Yes, today is Jim Foster's birthday, and I hope he's having a great one. Um, I have not done a darn thing all day long. Uh, it just as I was about to, I got company, but welcome company. Man, you're not translating Texas Galatia. Anyways, you see the red truck back there. Well, his name is Jess, and he just got back. He's been gone for a couple days, uh, but he's been telling me about a campsite that I'll probably go to. It's about 2 hours away. It's in Portal, New Mexico. But the reason I want to go there, the chat's going real fast already. Quiet and enjoyable. That's good. Um, anyways, town is called Portal, and many of the people who live in Portal, in that area, have observatories. Why? Um, it's a designated dark zone. So I did some more looking up, and the Perseid meteor shower, which is actually starting right now, but the height of the Perseid meteor shower is August 12th, and after midnight, the moon will set, and then it'll be a dark sky. Um, so it'll be much easier to see. They say you could see uh, anywhere from 50 to 150 meteors per hour. So I think that might give a opportunity for some content. But even if it doesn't make content, I want to see meteors anyways. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day. So, and this is all contingent. Am I still going to be down here on the 12th of August? I don't know. I'm thinking I probably better not, but on the other hand, it looks like I might be anyways might not be able to be helped. Uh, Still waiting on paperwork, and it's just going to take some time for all the illegal beagle crap to finally get resolved. Michigan Carol's here. Welcome aboard. Linda Barker's here. Rose is here. Um, so it's all up in the air, but it just sounds like it's a good alternate plan, and it's kind of on my way, uh, more or less in the direction I wanted to go, without brushing too close to the big cities. Um, yes, I kind of wanted to go to the Apache Nation, which would be northeast of Phoenix, but I can do that next year. You know, let's see. What was that? Yeah, yeah. It is pretty here. Right behind me is, and you're right. It does look like Napa Valley, doesn't it? Anyways, this is. If you look in that direction, that would be the Car Peak. And I don't know, they probably have a name for this peak behind me, but I'm on Hunter's Canyon Road. So it's one of these Hunter's Peak. I don't know. There's one over there too. And if you look in that direction, not probably 2 miles is where Our Lady of the Sierras is. It was lit up the other night. I could see the cross lit up. Lots of corners. Oh, I get it. The corners for the liver and onion lovers. Carol, I think you and I are going to the corner. Unlimited corners. Rose is putting up a bunch of links. Watch. She'll follow one of those links accidentally and kick herself out. That happened this morning at, was it at Desert Adventures? No, it was at Roy and Becky's. She accidentally kicked herself out. Round rooms. Yeah, how to drive a cat crazy. Put them in a round barn. Uh-oh, Carol. Speaking of Indians, not the bow and arrow Apache kind, your Indian friend identifies as non-binary. Non-binary. Best of both worlds? Or is that, I guess it depends on how you read that. If it's non-binary, then he would be straight. George Ann is here. Rose, you don't have George Ann's link posted yet. I'm picking on Rose. We have to pick on one another once in a while. It makes it go around, but it's all in fun. It's not. There's no meanness involved. It's just horsing around, and that was the other definition of a giraffe, was joking around. But yeah, I learned that when I was looking up conflab and confab, and then it just went from there. I was in the there's when you look up the definition of a word, you're going to get several choices of dictionaries. Of course, there's Merriam-Webster. There's well-known dictionary, but then there's also urban dictionary, and a couple others. It gets into the slang of words and what they mean, and that's kind of fun too. Conflate. See, it's not even word game night, and we're getting into words now. But then on the other hand, how else would we communicate? Uh-oh. I missed something. Something about taking a piss. Thanks for the information. Rob on the roads here. Welcome aboard. Peanut butter and jelly for dinner. That don't sound too bad. Oh, it's a bread. Okay. Well, I have missed quite a bit. Everything will be Williams full. Bloviating. Bloviating. Yeah. Look up queef, nothing to do with vaginas and weenuses. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be, what do they call that? You're supposed to know. You're supposed to know. It's a given. At any point in time, it's a given who Mark is talking to. Um, I have tomorrow off as well. So I think tomorrow is going to be my most productive day. Today I was just kind of lazy. I listened to meditative music. Um, I took care of some uh, phone calls, paperwork, took care of that, resolved a payment issue with Shift Smart, got that taken care of, got paid. So that's good. I was going to go for a hike. Jess told me about an interesting spot that's close to here, hikeable, you know. So probably after this live stream, we're going to raid Kobe, and depending on how long he's on for, uh, it'll still be daylight here, and maybe I can take that hike and take my camera with me. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, it is a very, very, I don't know. I haven't seen any boring parts of Arizona yet, at least not in the mountainous areas. I will say, eastern Arizona, coming out of New Mexico on 10, there are areas along there that can be a little bit on the boring side. You know, you go for 20 miles and all you see is mesquite, flat land. And you're lucky to see an oil well. You know, it's just kind of nothing. But you can see the mountains in the distance. And then when you finally get to the mountains, then it really gets, I don't know, much more interesting, I guess you could say. Thank you, Rose. Sprained vagina. Oh my goodness. Um, Pre-thumbed. So yeah, hike is on my agenda. Then tomorrow is work on the truck, on the electrical. I still have one more test to do on the brakes, but I think it's going to be simple. I think there's a vacuum line that decided to give up. You know, that's one thing. The heat in the desert, or anywhere for that matter, if you have warm, you know, over 100-degree temperatures often, and a lot of sun, anything that's made out of rubber is going to deteriorate. Rubbers, plastics, those kind of things. You know, your tires don't last as long out here because the sun just it works on the rubber of the tires. Um, you know, you see a lot of people that when they park, for instance, their motorhome, that they have covers on their tires, and I see that in every state, and that's a good idea to have your tires covered up because the sun will take a beating on the tires and cause them to deteriorate much quicker. No, the fuse box not done yet. I stripped more wires for it. Yeah, melted rubber can cause problems. did have a cable that was hanging down. I thought it was brake line, and then I looked at it. No, too big for a brake line. It was the speedometer cable, so it's disconnected at both ends now. The junkyard where I went, they had one, but then they said no, we got to keep that. So I didn't buy a new or a replacement speedometer cable. I don't think those are terribly expensive, anyways. I should be able to just get one of those from AutoZone. You're correct, William. Speed is, or Kevin. Uh, Welcome aboard. Oh, did they give you tire numbers? That's cool. 3. Just tell them, by the way, I have 4. Um, don't look a gift horse in the mouth for sure. There's, I lost my train of thought. Oh, there's an application, and I think it's free, but you can use it as a speedometer. It's on your phone, and it just tells you how many miles per hour you're going. Well, Google Maps does the same thing, so I really don't need to get an application specially for using it as a speedometer. Not necessary. One tire gets sunburned. Cute. I was going to tell you, Kevin, it's Jim's birthday, but I realized you already know that. You posted a Facebook card to him. So yeah, I don't need the speedometer app. Excuse me. I did see an application, but they want money for it. But it looked like it's a really sophisticated. It's like iOverlander, but it's more sophisticated. It's got hiking trails. It's got terrain maps. I think it's called Xlander or X something X, and it looks pretty interesting. But advertising can make anything sound wonderful, and then of course, when you hear the word free, careful. You're like, oh, it's free. It's a free app. It's free. No. It's free to try for 7 days or something like that, and then they'll hit you. That's right, Jim. I hardly ever go much over 45. I have had it up to 65. I was on 10 for a little ways, and sure enough, my GPS was telling me I was doing 65 miles an hour. And I was in a 70 mile per hour zone, so it was fine. So, on X Road or iOverlander. I have iOverlander, at least the free version. I don't know. There might be a paid version. I don't know. And I've used that with quite a bit of success. In fact, right here is one of the places that was on iOverlander. And I've written reviews on iOverlander for some of the places I have stayed around here. And then there's some on iOverlander that, no, they don't turn out so well. But then you realize the reviews are 4 years old. It's a brain tuber. Good one, Nancy. Welcome aboard, Nancy. Comes with flashing lights. That's good, Mark. Yeah, yes, iOverlander does help you find that. What I'm actually kind of surprised, there is more BLM land around that iOverlander does not list. So I might be part of correcting that situation. We'll see. You're typing your phone suggests Nancy. That's cute. Oh man. Jim's 105 birthday. Oh, good one, Jim. Go to Arizona to retire. That's great. That's excellent. Up, yeah. Sue gets these phone calls every time we go live. A weather radar, what? Shows BLM and camping sites. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. We got some rain overnight. I slept right through it. But this morning, the tailgate, the little pockets on the tailgate, full of water, and it was, it was still wet. But now everything is dried out. You can't tell that it rained. Of course, yesterday, before it got dark, we definitely had major storm. Lots of water came down. I don't know the inch amount, but the washes were flooding. This place does not have a wash before you can get into it. So this is one of the few places that you don't have to drive through any kind of a wash to get into it. Ed's here. Welcome aboard. Yeah, isn't that something, Mark? I wish you had BLM land too. Um, what I find discouraging is the further east that you go. In other words, the east coast of the United States, you're not going to find much BLM. Forestry, forests, national forests, you'll find that, but not all the national forests are as lenient as far as boondocking or dry camping, if you will. OBD2 port scanner like Blue Driver, Bluetooth should be able to pull and display. That's an idea, Phil. But then what do I do? Buy an extra smartphone just so I could have that going on? I'm not going to worry too much. Now, one thing I would like though is the odometer. That I miss the odometer. Yeah, yeah, that's the problem with the time zones, Ed. I understand. Mark's here tonight, but sometimes he doesn't make it because it's just too damn late at night. You know, and if you're, let's say you're not feeling good, well, you're going to go to bed early, and you just can't stay up for yahoos like me in the United States. Right? Well, there's a little bit of that you could say happens here too, Mark. That you still get a little more scrutiny, if you will, and part of that's because people have spoiled it. You know, you got meth heads and druggies, you know, living in beat up old vans and trucks and things like that. Kind of like what mine looks like. Um, so yeah, they're gonna give you a second look just to make sure you're not a crook or a thief or tweaker, whatever. And then that's the other thing that you kind of have to be a little careful of. Jesse and I were talking about this earlier. Uh, you pull into a camp and you just kind of got to look around a little bit. What kind of people do you think you're camping with? And I go by my gut. If it doesn't feel right, I find somewhere else. You know. Yeah, bad apples. You're absolutely correct, Mark. They're there. And they make it rough. I typically, and it might not be campers, but like where I'm parked right now is also kind of trailhead. People park here and then they go hiking or biking. Hello.
Why, hello. Am
Eh,
I live now?
Yeah, kind of. I'm trying to find the speaker there. Okay, you're live.
Okay. Why, hello, everybody. This is Holly by Golly with your Tuesday not so nice report
Don't
per
forget to
se.
don't forget to wish Jim happy birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Jim. Uh, excuse me. That's how good. Hello, everybody. How many do we have with us today, Jack?
16, but 4 just left.
Oh, bummer. They must know that was coming on. That
No,
sucks.
phone calls and stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Anyway, let me start off by telling you about my night last night. Oh my God, there was this fly that kept bugging me last night. And, it kept bopping me in the head and on the face and driving me crazy. And I didn't have a fly swatter handy. He kept
Because I have
buzzing around. So, anyway, I found a soccer ball. It kept throwing it at the wall. Well, the final score was the fly was able to bop me 5 times and me 17. I could finally sleep.
wow.
My Uncle Jay, who loves soccer, he could not hold a job though until his wife, my aunt, bought him a full-length mirror. Why you ask that he couldn't hold a job? Well, because without it, he'd be going to work without his pants. you know,
That's a pretty good one.
In this country, they found out that they had a bunch of fake Cabbage Patch towels coming in, right? But they were able to get them all through the border because, come to find out, they had also come up with a Border Patrol Barbie.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What do you call a cow that gives out real thick milk?
I don't know.
Buttercup.
Buttercup. Oh, cute.
Oh, here's something else. Have you ever watched ants walk across the road towards a piece of candy melting in the sun?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Well, they seem to work like a highway. Then I stepped on a few of them, right?
Right.
And they acted just like an accident on a highway. The ones in the line behind it took them a minute. Then they continued on, and the oncoming traffic would slow down and look, then continue on. Just like a real traffic accident.
Yep.
The only problem with that was they were going the opposite directions of what we do in the USA as far as the side of the road.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I have. Believe it or not, I've observed ants, and there's some weird things that ants do. And then you think, well, maybe they do know what they're doing.
Yeah, pretty smart for being so tiny, huh?
Right.
Especially them damn fire ants, man. Excuse my bad English.
Oh, it's all
But
right.
it's Tuesday. I can do that, right?
Yes, yes, pretty much.
You know, this couple, they were trying to have a baby for a long time. He goes to the doctor, and the doctor says, wait 1 month and have no sex. The moment will come. And it did, of course. And he went to see a doc again, like a couple months later. And it hit them. Well, anyway, it hit them, right, like the doctor said, beside a table at a restaurant. And he told them that after the moment did come, they had candlelit dinner, and right in the middle of the dinner, the moment came. So he did it right beside the table. Anyway, they are now 2 months pregnant, but I don't think they said that they didn't think they could return to the steak and seafood restaurant again.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I've heard versions of that before.
I gotta tell you this. This is a bit of news for you. I have such a large seashell collection, right? And I spread them all over beaches all over the world. Perhaps you've seen them too.
I seen something on Facebook about
You know what?
about being prepared, and it showed a 9 millimeter open end wrench, 2 paper clips, and a box of seashells.
Oh yeah.
It said,
I like ice skating so much that I skate on the other side of the ice.
oh wow!
All right. Also, I sprayed some spot cleaner on my dog, and he disappeared.
He disappeared. Oh, I get
Yeah.
it. Okay.
My best friend has midgets for parents, right?
Okay.
And he's a pygmy midget. He's the one that poses for all the trophies that get made.
Oh.
I was watching this cop show, and they found this guy in a hill. They were digging out, and they found a dead body. And when the cops showed up, they says, "Well, is that Phil Upton?" For the dead body. And then the other cop says, "Or he's dug under hill." Since he was found underground.
Oh boy.
Reagan, he declared a new vegetable, and that is denture cream.
What? I don't get that one.
Reagan has declared a new vegetable, and that is denture cream. Instead of eating corn and that,
Okay.
he's getting denture cream gushing out of his teeth. Anyway, it's July, and they always say Christmas in July.
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas is that time of year when you meet all kinds of new people in person, like the gas man, the mailman, the UPS delivery man, the meter man, the trash man, etc., etc. You want to hear a dirty joke?
A pig fell in the mud.
Bud. Who's the happiest in the world when they miss the bus?
I don't know.
Knievel.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I do remember that one now.
Did you know at this time of year you cast a longer shadow than any other time of the year? Now, it might not mean much to you, but it means a whole lot to that little guy on Fantasy Island.
Boss, the plane. Okay. Cute. Here's
Anyway,
here's one from Rose. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut?
no.
Turns out he just needs a little space.
You know, in the winter, it gets so cold here, but for Christmas, I got a pair of earmuffs, right?
Yeah.
But it's so cold here
How
that I'm
cold is
wearing
it?
them. I wear them. I wear my earmuffs where you can't see them. You know, here's some news for you. You know, they did a study of all the planets, right? And Earth came in first of all the planets. And Ebert and Cisco were in on it. And Ebert came in second.
Siskel and
The
Ebert. Okay.
Yeah. In the contest of the best planet of the year, it was voted that Cisco won.
That's hilarious.
All right. Let me think here. Let me think here. Let me think here. Oh yeah. You know that commercial for? There's some more news for you. That commercial for falling. You know, well, the lady that was in the commercial, and she says, "Help! I've fallen and I can't get up." Well, she's suing the company that made the device for false advertising. But her attorney is a bit worried that she won't show up as a witness due to not being sure if she will be picked up from the floor in time for it.
Well, you know what my advice was? Don't go downstairs carrying 2 baskets of laundry at the same time. No wonder you fell.
You know, this lady, she was so gutsy. You know how you can make false calls, you know, to restaurants and that? Well, she goes into the restaurant and asks the waiter if he has frog's legs, right? And he said yes. She then says, "You have frog legs?" And he said yes again. And she asks him, "How do you keep from jumping out of your pants?" You know, I was at the salon, right? And this really big woman comes in and wanted her hair dyed. But she was also talking about getting a massage, right? But she also talked about being on a tight budget. Well, I was on a hair dryer at the time, and I lifted it up and I says, "Hey, if I was you, I'd just flip a coin like heads you get a dye, and tails you get a massage."
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this one woman, she had a really bad toothache, right, in a molar. So she goes to the dentist, and she was in agony. And she tells the dentist, "Man, I'd rather have a baby than pull this tooth." And the dentist says, "Well, make up your mind, lady. I know which way to adjust the chair." You know, there was this really dense orderly, right, in the hospital. For example, he was told to go shave this guy for an abdominal surgery, right? And he didn't know where that was. So he shaved the guy's entire body. and he told the head nurse what he did, and she said, "What did he have to say about it?" And he said, "Nothing until I put aftershave on him." Screaming. Here's a bit more news for you. You know, there was this old gangster, right? He was a multi-millionaire, and he's going to purchase his own airline, and he's going to have 3 classes: tourist, first class, and freak out.
Okay, got it.
Okay, this detective calls his captain to point out that he had a sense that he had seen something similar to this jewelry robbery in the past, the one he was working on at the time. So he shows the file to the captain. Then his partner points out that the guy in the file has been dead for several years. Then the captain says, "Well, he's got an airtight alibi then." And his partner says, "Yeah, an airtight alibi, so to speak." What did the ocean say to the preacher on the beach?
I don't know what.
Nothing. Nothing. He just waved. It just waved.
Oh, okay.
How did the barber win the race? That was easy. He knew a shortcut.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Why did this skeleton go to the party alone?
I don't know why.
Because he had nobody to go with.
Nobody.
Nobody to
Yeah,
go with.
yeah.
Okay. There was a skeleton who always was so calm. And do you wonder why? Because he didn't let anyone get under his skin. You know, there was these 3 guys that got lost in the jungle, right? And these cannibals caught them and brought them to their campsite, and they tied them up in everything. Anyway, they were the cannibals asked one of them, "What is the last thing you want?" And the guy said, "I'd like to have a room full of sexy women all night long." So the next day, they skinned him. And then the second guy, they asked him, "Well, what is the last thing that you want?" And he says, he'd like a canoe. And then they asked the next, all right, so the next day they skinned him. Then they asked the next guy, "What do you want?" And he said, "I'd like to have a huge feast all night long." I'm sorry, there was 4 guys. So they give it to him, and the next day they skinned him. And they made another canoe out of his skin. Then they asked the 3rd guy what it was that he wanted. And he says, "A fork and a knife." So they gave it to him. And he jumped up and says, "I'll be damned if you're going to make a canoe out of me." And I'm sorry to say, but that is all that I have for you folks today.
Okay.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. How many do we have in now, Jack?
21.
Well, awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
It's growing.
excuse me? That's no good. I'd like to thank everybody for listening to me. And I love you all. And Anyway, I will turn this back over to Captain Jack Scrapper so that you can enjoy the rest of the show that he had going on.
Actually, you made the show, Holly. I didn't have that much going on.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoy it. Let Jack know your comments, and he can let me know.
Yep. Well,
I will turn it back over to Captain Jack Scrapper. So, oh God, excuse me. That felt good.
sounding
I
more
love
and
you
more
all.
great.
Peace out.
Good night, Holly.
Good night, Jack.
Yeah, bye
Sweet
bye.
dreams. I love you. I'll talk to you
All
tomorrow.
right, love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Played. Oh my goodness. What do actors people believe? Oh, I see. That's cute. Welcome aboard, loves you. Um, yeah, it's a crazy day. Um, in 8 minutes, we are going to be rating Kobe. And this is probably going to be every week on Tuesdays now. So we have Kobe raid on Tuesday nights, and then we have, of course, Nate at 8 raid on Wednesday nights. I wonder why the Border Patrol is just, they just came to a dead stop. Interesting. Maybe they missed the turn. Oh, la 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 la. I couldn't the Rufford hide because, yeah. Normal tennis without the racket. That's cute. That is cute. Huh. I had I had one in my brain a little while ago, and now I can't remember what it was. If I scroll up, I'll remember. Yeah, come on, Rose, laugh. I'm scrolling up to see if possibly I can. Okay, I missed that one. There it is. Uh, I've told this before, but I don't think Ed has heard it. This photon goes into a hotel, and the bellboy came up to him and said, "Can I help you with your bags?" And the photon said, "No, I'm traveling light." It'll dawn on you. You have a unique idea for a live stream. Okay, this is going to be interesting. And I do get to stick around for a while. I'm in a nice shady spot here. Signal's good. Corner. Hey, I actually have to give uh, credit to what's his name, Neil deGrasse, for that joke. Yeah, I saw it. He stopped alongside the road. Maybe we'll see some action. We got 2 border patrols in here now. What looks like half a tree, the other half. Now you're sending Neil deGrasse to the corner. I thought that was one of the best ones I'd heard in a long time. What did the horse say after the trip? Can't fall when I can't get up. Cross your fingers, bones. Ah, ah. Were they playing craps? Oh my goodness. That's cute. Cross your finger, Bones. Come on, Bones. Okay. Pretty birds. I think that's a wren. Of course, now it's going to be quiet. I won't cause any trouble with the Border Patrol. Don't worry. They kind of know who I am, anyways. Why did the cell phone lose his job? He made a bad call. There's been some great jokes tonight. I tell you, I had one, but I don't want to offend anybody. It's I. I don't think I. Now you know what? I don't think I will tell that one. It was on Facebook, but then Facebook and YouTube. I don't know. The algorithms are different. Are you shoving yourself? Yeah, they do. They know who I am, Sonia. Oh, Nancy. That is hilarious. Yeah. My goodness. Wow. Well, this could get interesting. And more is coming. I might get asked to move here. The people they're investigating are right behind me. No, they're coming. Just got another one pull up. I'm going to keep live streaming. Well, whoever it was that let him go. They were probably checking for, to see if he was carrying any illegals in his car. And that does happen. It really does. I am dressed, Kevin. Now they're talking to Jess. All right, we are at 4 o'clock, and we need to go to Kobe's. The excitement's over here basically because whoever they were checking out checked out. No problems apparently. What, they hate it when I'm not wearing clothes? Why do they make armor hot dogs? Answer for yourself. That's cute. Um, the Yeah, Rose, if you can put up the link for one more time for Kobe, will be going there. My ears burning? No, no, not at all. Um, did lose my train of thought though. Now I'm getting pop-ups. Damaging storms. Looks like they're missing us. We might get some rain tonight. Um, Tomorrow night. We're still on the letter S, of course. So, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Uh, and that's all I can think of to say. Just, I'll see you tomorrow night, but I'll see you over at Kobe's, and we'll continue. I have a funny feeling Kobe's got something crazy going on, and we'll continue. So, thank you, loves you. Maybe you can follow the link and join us over at um, Living da Dream. So, thank you all for coming aboard tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you for putting up with me. And as Linda says, we'll see you over at Kobe's. Nancy, that one is still so good. You might be shoving the cucumber up a little too far. All right, fair winds and smiles, and may God bless. Thank you for coming aboard. We'll see you at Kobe's and the stream.